Welcome to Meditation Monday. I'm Gia, and today we are doing an exercise that I call Separating from Anxiety. Hey, how are ya? Welcome back to Meditation Monday. This is your weekly video guide to meditation, breathwork, energy work, and spirituality, and I'm Gia, your host. And today we're doing an exercise that I call Separating from Your Anxiety. This is a really important topic to me, and I think it's something that we really need to touch on in our society. I have noticed that anxiety is really prevalent in our minds, in our lives, sometimes without us even knowing. What I notice for myself is that anxiety can kind of creep up and wear a lot of different masks. So you don't always realize that you're anxious or that you're experiencing anxiety. And sometimes it can get the best of you and can kind of get a hold of you. So I've noticed in myself that anxiety can show up as fear, it can show up as frustration, it can show up as just feeling kind of down, upset, lost. And it can really kind of take you into a tornado of negative emotion unless you see it for what it is and learn how to separate from it. So I'm going to give you an image to meditate on, and we're going to imagine that anxiety is like a crowd of people that are arguing and fighting, and it's loud, it's chaotic. You can almost envision it as a bunch of yous. And each one has a different voice and a different personality and a different need and a different request. And that's kind of like what it's like in our heads sometimes. We have multiple voices that we're hearing that need attention. And so I want you to imagine that your anxiety is all of these yous, all of these people, just like in a massive crowd. And they're all yelling for what they need. And they're all loud, anxious, they're all upset. And if you sink down to that level and try to understand each person, each voice's request, you're going to get completely lost and sucked into it, right? So there's a level to which you can look at your anxiety and your problem, whatever it is, and try to rationalize it and try to logically fix it. But sometimes, and especially with anxiety, the trick is to just see it for what it is and let it go. Because a lot of times these anxious thoughts really have no relevance in our real lives, right? Like sometimes don't you have just the craziest like anxious thoughts? Like, oh, well, I'm never going to be good enough to do that. No, let it go. Or other anxious thoughts that don't need any logical reasoning to be fixed. They need to be let go and released and acknowledged, like, oh, that's just anxiety. I'm just going to let that go. So I want you to understand that anxiety is oftentimes not something we need to really attack the problem about, but just to learn how to identify anxiety when it comes up in its many different forms and its many different masks and its many different voices. Learn how to identify it for what it is and quickly and easily float above it, rise above it, and not need to engage with it on that level. So energetically, the anxiety is on this lower level of just chaotic, crazy, upset, low vibrational energy. And we're going to learn how to rise above that quickly and easily, like you're floating on a cloud and you're seeing everything from above. Make sense? Cool. So in this meditation, we're just going to focus on picking out maybe a thought that you know comes up for you a lot, that's an anxious thought, or just practicing kind of sensing in your body where you feel anxiety and then separating from it and seeing it. Oh, that's anxiety. I take a deep breath, and in my mind, I envision rising above the crowd of people floating on a cloud, seeing it from above, relaxing and coming back to peace. Okay? So get comfortable. You can sit anywhere you like for this. Close your eyes. Relax your body, relax your face, and relax your eyes. Relax your throat and jaw. And take a few deep breaths. With every inhale, fill the body with new energy. With every exhale, relax a little more. And notice in your body right now if you have any tension, if you have any anxiety. If you clicked on this video, and you saw the word anxiety and you thought, I want to learn how to do this, then you know what I'm talking about. You know that feeling in the pit of your stomach of just an anxious thought, of a constant worry, of just kind of a consistent upset that you can't even really identify. And I want you to feel that in your body and breathe. Breathe deeply into it. No matter what the anxious thoughts are, envision this energy as being low vibrational, like a crowd of angry people, a crowd of angry voices in your head, all arguing. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths as you just float above it. See it for what it is. Rise up to the cloud above and let it go. You don't need to fix it. You just need to see it for what it is and release. Good. 3 more deep breaths, this time in through the nose, out through the mouth with a sigh. 2 more times. Really let it go. Last time. You're high up on that cloud, seeing everything from above with peace in your heart. And you are free. Bring palms together at your heart, acknowledging your inner wisdom, your higher light. Thank you for watching and letting me guide you through this process. I hope it helps you on your journey to separate from your anxiety. The light within me bows to the light within you. Namaste. So I hope this made lots of sense, and I hope it tapped into something deeper in you, where you know that anxiety isn't something you have to worry about fixing every little detail of. It's something that kind of is just a low vibrational drone that happens in our bodies, it happens in our minds, in our emotional field. And the best thing you can learn to do is separate from it, not take it personally, not take it seriously, and let it go. Rise above, take some deep breaths, and release it. So if you like the video, then share it with friends and like or comment on it if you want. You can subscribe to my channel, and I post regular videos on meditation, breathwork, energy work, and spirituality. And if you want to get on my email list, I teach yoga and I make music, and you can find out more about me. I'll post a link to my website in the description. So I hope you have a great week. I will see you guys soon. Bye!